over the course of last at least 5 days, and they've also exchanged fire, but are currently successful somewhere in hiding themselves in the dense forest area.
Yes, Sweta, this area, if you visited this place, is very dense forest, and especially between, if you go south of Pahalgam towards Anantnag, and if you go northward, then you are going to hit the heights of Kargil and things like that. Because north of Pahalgam, you go towards Baltal, then you come to the highway connecting Leh Ladakh, and when you go south, you come to the main Anantnag district headquarters. So now, after the dastardly killing of the innocent people by these uh, Pakistani terrorists, our security forces and special forces were launched immediately into operation to track these guys and hunt them down. And beside this, a massive search is going on for all the overground workers all over the valley in all the suspected areas, and the entire network is being demolished. And beside this, prize money on the head of these people have been put by the government. Anyone who gives information to the neutralization and capture of these people will be paid a handsome sum. Now, while the security forces are tracking these guys, we were behind them by about 1 hour's time. Because by the time these special forces were launched, the other security agencies got mobilized. These guys got a head start of about more than 1 hour. And 1 hour head start in a jungle area where these guys must have carried out a reconnaissance of the route in, route out, and what are they going to do and where will they run after doing this act. So they had an edge over that. Thereafter, the security forces with tracker dogs, the Central Armed Police Forces are on their tail now. We are using drones, we are using tracker dogs, we are laying ambushes in the likely areas of escape. And maybe it's a question of time when either we'll capture them alive, which will be good, because if we get them alive, we'll be able to make them open their mouth in
Right.
front of the media as to who are the people who planned this operation and who gave them direction. And if not alive, then definitely they'll be neutralized. So now let's wait and watch. It's a difficult area, difficult terrain. I go there every year. I've been going there since 2009 to review the Amarnath Yatra security arrangements, both in Pahalgam and Baltal side. And I'm privy to this entire geography of this area.
Right.
Unfortunately, yeah.
All right, you're
Unfortunately,
privy to the geography of the area, Major General, and I think that's also what we're discussing here, trying to ascertain how difficult an operation it will be for security forces in India to really carry out that combing exercise and be able to finally locate these terrorists. As you rightly pointed out, it's a very tricky area, it's a difficult geographical area, and so for security forces to be moving from all sides, how close do you think we are to really nabbing these terrorists?
see, when the security forces and in particularly the special forces and the Central Armed Police Forces combined carry out operation, the area of responsibility and the charter for the entire activity is designated to everyone, each one of them, who are going to lay ambushes, who are going to block, who will cordon off, and how are you going to use your drones and your aerial activity to locate these guys. Now, in a thick jungle, even if you use thermal imaging, it becomes very difficult to locate a target in a thick jungle. And this jungle, if you see, you have the visuals with you. You enter in the daytime also, it becomes dark.
Right.
Anybody who's just about, say, 15, 20 meters away from you, he can just sit down quietly and you will miss him unless you bump into him. So it's a difficult operation, it'll be time consuming, and we'll have to go in a grid manner to make sure that whichever area we are going through, we don't miss out these guys if they're laying dogo in some place and hiding for the security forces to pass away, to pass that area. So it will take time. It is a time-consuming activity, very strenuous. You need very tough troops to be operating in this area. When you are going after a person who's been involved in killing, you have to make sure that your own troops are not at risk of being fired upon. Therefore, you have to move with fire and move, proper observation, proper cover, and then you keep going ahead and going step by step, grid by grid,
Right.
searching the area.
Absolutely. Major General, before I move on, also have to ask you, how long before the terrorists actually run out of their arms, ammunitions, and supplies? The fact that they came prepared, we all know that they did. They took, if not months, weeks into this planning, and therefore they must be prepared adequately and sufficiently to carry on for a couple of weeks to a couple of days. But it will be, about time that they'll run out of their supplies as well.
See, the situation in J&K is that you have some isolated houses and docks in various places. Even in the higher reaches, you have the graziers and all who go there up grazing their livestock.
Right.
So they won't find it difficult to find food and water in this area, and especially there won't be a dearth of water.